of Kurukshetra. Seeing the teachers like grandfather Bhishma and Acharya Drona in his opposition, Arjuna stopped fighting. Then Lord Krishna said to him, Pathal Bhishma et si. Teachers are not worthy of mourning. Follow Kshatriya Dharma, taking the shelter of Karma Yoga, being equal in success and failure of work. On being told by Sri Krishna, Arjun got into the war and started fighting. He blew the conch. Bhishma became the first commander in Duryodhana's army, the commander of the Pandavas. There was Shikhandi. A huge war broke out between these two. In that war, the warriors of Kauravas side including Bhishma started attacking the soldiers of Pandava side, and Shikhandi at sea started aiming their arrows at the brave Kaurava soldiers of Pandava side. Kauravas and Pandavas, that battle of the army looked like a Devasur fight. Bhishma fought for 10 days and killed most of the Pandava army with his arrows. On the 10th day, Arjuna rained arrows heavily on Virvar Bhishma. Here, with the inspiration of Drupada, Shikhandi also shot a barrage of arrows at Bhishma like a cloud that rains water. Elephant riders, horse riders, charioteers and footmen on both sides were killed by arrows from each other. On the 10th day of the battle, Arjuna made Shikhandi sit in front of his chariot. Seeing Shikhandi ahead, Bhishma gave up his bow. After giving up his weapons, Arjuna put him to sleep on the bed of arrows. They started spending time meditating and praising Lord Vishnu while waiting for Uttarayan. When Duryodhana was distraught with grief after Bhishma fell on the arrow bed, then Acharya Drona assumed the responsibility of the army. On the other hand, Drishtadyumna became the commander-in-chief of the army of the Pandavas, rejoicing. There was a fierce battle between both of them. King Virat and Drupad at sea, drowned in the Drona-like ocean. At that time Drona used to live like Kal. In the meantime, a voice came in his ears that Ashwatthama has been killed. On hearing this, Acharya Drona gave up his weapons. At such a time, he fell on the earth after being hurt by the arrows of Drishtadyumna. Drona was very tough. He was killed on the 5th day after destroying all the Kshatriyas. Duryodhana again became restless with grief. At that time Karna became the captain of his army. Arjuna got the supremacy of the Pandava army. Karna and Arjuna had a great battle with different types of weapons, which was going to beat even the Devasur fight. In the fight between Karna and Arjuna, Karna killed many heroes of the enemy's side with his arrows. Although the battle was becoming stalemated, Karna got bogged down when one of his chariot wheels sank into the earth due to the curse of Mother Earth. He also finds himself unable to use divine weapons, as cursed by his Guru Parashurama. Karna then descends to remove the wheel of his chariot and requests Arjuna to follow the rules of war and stop firing arrows at him for some time. Then Sri Krishna tells Arjuna that Karna has no right to talk about war rules and religion now, while he himself did not follow any war rules and religion at the time of Abhimanyu's slaughter. He further said that where was his dharma then when he called divine-born Draupadi a prostitute in front of the entire Kuru royal assembly? Where did his religion go in the gaming hall? That's why now he has no right to talk about any religion or war rules, and he told Arjuna that Kamna is helpless now. The curse of Brahman has come to fruition, so he should kill him. Sri Krishna says that if Arjuna does not kill Karna at this crucial juncture, then Pandavas will probably never be able to kill him and this war will never be won. Then, Arjuna killed Karna using a weapon. After Karna's body fell on the ground, King Shalya became the commander-in-chief of the Kaurava army, but he could last only half a day in the war. By noon, King Yudhishthira killed him. Almost the entire army of Duryodhana was killed in the war. Ultimately he had a fight with Bhimsen. He attacked Bhimsen after killing many soldiers on the Pandava side. At that time, Duryodhana's other younger brothers were also killed by Bhimsen while striking with the mace. On that 18th day of the Mahabharata war, in the night time, the mighty Ashwatthama put the sleeping Akshohini army of Pandavas to sleep forever. He did not even leave alive the 5 sons of Draupadi, his Panchaladeshi brothers and Drishtadyumna. Draupadi started crying after being childless. Then Arjuna defeated Ashwatthama with the weapon of Singh. Seeing him being killed, Draupadi herself saved his life by persuasion. Ashwatthama, despite this, the evil Ashwatthama used a weapon on Uttara to destroy her womb. But Sri Krishna saved him. The same unborn child of Uttara later became known as King Parikshit. Kritavarma, Kripacharya and Ashwathama, these three Kaurava side heroes, survived that battle. On the other hand, the five Pandavas, Satyaki and Lord Krishna, only these seven could survive, no one else was left. At that time, the cries of orphan women was spreading everywhere. Yudhishthira consoled him by going with Bhimsen at sea. Brothers, and after cremating all the heroes killed in the battlefield, donated Jalanjali the money at sea for them. After that, Yudhishthira went to Shantanunandan Bhishma, who was sitting on the Shirashaya in Kurukshetra, and heard from him all the peace-giving religion, Rajdharma, Apadharma, Mokshadharma and Dandharma. Then he sat on the throne. After this, that Kshatramadan king performed Ashwamedha Yagya and donated a lot of money to the Brahmins in it. Thereafter, after hearing the news of the destruction of the Yadavas by mutual war due to the curse received from the mouth of Arjuna due to pestilence, Yudhishthira made Parikshit sit on the king's seat and himself went away with his brothers after making a great departure. When Yudhishthira sat on the throne, then Dhritarashtra entered the Vanaprastha ashram from Grihastha ashram and went to the forest. He went to the forest while passing from one hermitage of sages to another. He was accompanied by goddesses Gandhari and Prita Kunti. Vidurji got burnt by the fire. In this way, Shri removed the burden of the earth and killed the demons at sea. By making the Pandavas instruments for the establishment of religion and destruction of unrighteousness. After that, the Yadav clan, who increased the burden of the role, was also killed by the pestle on the pretext of the curse of the Brahmins. Aniruddha's son Vajra was anointed as the king. The imperishable Sri Hari is the goal of the meditative men. When he passed away, the sea left his personal abode and drowned the rest of Dwarkapuri in its waters. Arjun cremated the dead Yadavas and offered water for them and donated money at sea to the queens of Lord Krishna, who were earlier Apsaras. Take them to Hastinapur. On the way, the cowherds carrying sticks snatched them all, disrespecting Arjuna. Due to this, there was a lot of grief in Arjun's heart. Then, on being consoled by Maharishi Vyas, he was convinced that I had strength only because of being close to Sri Krishna. Coming to Hastinapur, he along with his brothers requested all this news to King Yudhishthira, who used to follow the subjects at that time. They said, "Brother, he is the bow, he is the arrow, he is the chariot and he is the horse, but without Sri Krishna everything is destroyed like the donation given to a Kshatriya." Hearing this, Dharmaraj Yudhishthira installed Parikshit on the kingdom. After this, thinking about the impermanence of the world, the wise king took Draupadi and his brothers along with him on the path of great departure towards the Himalayas. Draupadi, Sahadeva, Nakula, Arjuna and Bhimsen fell one by one in that great path. The king became somber due to this.